All right. How everybody doing out there? How everybody doing out there? I just thought I'd do just a quick video, just while I was out and about. Just enjoying the fresh air real quick. And soaking up some sun. Right now is day indefinite fast day. I believe it's day 79 for me. So we are marching on strong, day in and day out. Trying to accomplish our goals. That's the meaning of indefinite fasting. Indefinite fast is pretty much fasting for an indefinite amount of time or until you reach your goals. All right, so I just wanted to touch on a quick few things that everyone should consider actually before detoxing. Now, there's a multitude of things, but I just wanted to touch on a few. Approximately about 6 to 7 different things as far as detox that you should consider. All right, and the very first thing that you consider before detoxing is, what are your goals? Okay, what are your goals? What is the purpose of you going to detox? You got to truly think about that, because the reason why you're detoxing, that is going to be your motivation throughout this entire process for however long you plan on detoxing. Whether if it's 7 days, 10 days, 14-day fast, 21-day detox, 30-day, 40-day detox. So those are some very important things which you have to have in mind. Some people want to detox for what? To lose weight. Some people might be doing it to do a challenge. You might be doing a 40-day detox challenge, a 40-day juice challenge, or some people in general look to fast or look to the process of detoxification to heal themselves of ailments. So whatever your aim is, or whatever your purpose or reason is for detoxing, that will always be your main motivation, because with anything, you have to have tunnel vision. You have to have that focus, that drive, that determination to get your job done. Okay, to get the job done, to get your goals accomplished, for whatever that may be. Whether you're dealing with degenerative issues, whether you're trying to lose weight, or as I said, or whether you're doing a challenge. Okay, so those are things that you always want to consider. Those are things that you always want to consider. All right. How you doing, everybody? How you doing, everybody? Just going over some brief things concerning detoxification. A few things that people need to consider before they detox, because there's so many people out there that are unaware of how to go about the process and things that they are to consider actually before they detox. So, I just wanted to help the people out with that. So I just briefly went over segment part 1, which is what are your goals? What are your goals for detoxing? Whether it's weight loss, whether it's a challenge, or whether you suffer from an ailment, whatever your goals are, that has to be the determining factor and the main focal point that you keep your mind on while you're going through the detox process, because we all know that, the mind tends to wander. The mind tends to wander various places, and especially when you're going through something extraneous as detoxification, people get weak, it's food all around you, people tempting you with this, people tempting you with that. It's springtime right now, it's about to be summertime, people are going to be tempted with the barbecues, this and the third. But your goal, whatever it may be, that has to be your main focus. Later, for everything else, you got to be determined and focused on reaching your goals and let nothing stop you. Okay, that has to be all within your mind, because everything is mental before anything else. Before you can accomplish anything, everything is mental. All right, so as I said, the first thing is, what are your goals? All right, the second thing is your current health condition. Okay, because we've been eating crap for a myriad of years, whether you're 20-some years old, 30-some years old, 40 or 50 years old. We've been eating crap pretty much all our lives. So we have to take into account all the accumulation of crud that's been placed within our body through us, not having the proper knowledge of proper food combining, eating the correct foods, having the right discipline with food, having the correct diet all our lives. So these are things that we have to consider. With that being said, and knowing that the detriment that we have caused into the body. Some people are at the stage where they have degenerative issues, where their cells are literally deteriorating to the point where what you would call that cancerous cells growing within the body. So all these different things have to play into effect of how long you've been dealing with the issue. That's another factor. That's actually number 3. How long have the length of time that you've been dealing with the issue? Because depending upon how impacted your lymphatic system is, can also determine how long it takes you to heal from a particular ailment. All bacteria, viruses, worms, different things like that, they all get caught up within the lymphatic system, okay? So once all of that get backs up and when the lymph nodes get hard, that's what you really don't want. So when you notice any swelling within the lymph nodes, that's when you want to make sure that you're detoxing properly, and that you're attacking those viruses, attacking heavy acids, with the proper protocol, okay? And that's one of the last things in which we'll talk about. And, the things that I speak on, as everyone should know, I speak on these things from experience and going through the journey myself, okay? Because I'm currently going through it, for those that may just come across the channel and things like that, all right? So the next point is time. You got to understand that detox takes time. Healing isn't overnight. The great Dr. Sebi said that himself. Healing isn't overnight. And as time goes on, you will constantly notice subtle changes, okay, within your body, your head clearing up, your skin clearing up. Of course, you're going to drop the weight. Your stomach, you're going to start feeling a lot less bloated. You're going to feel more clear-minded. All of these things, you're going to notice great subtle changes, especially when in the beginning, you're going to be noticing a lot of changes. But as those time goes on, you're going to be noticing less and less the deeper the body goes into detox mode. So we got to know that detox is not a process in which you set a time frame on it. Now, there's nothing wrong with if you're doing a challenge or you just want to do 21 days just to do a quick cleanse or something like that. But in the focus of actually healing the body of any particular issue or condition, you cannot put a time limit on it. You cannot put a time limit on it. A lot of people have the misconception that, what if I do 30 days? Will this heal this? What if I do 90 days? Will I heal this? No, I can't tell you that. All I can tell you is the proper protocol, how you should go about things to consider, and you just stay in focus until you eliminate your issues. Because there are some people who have been in wheelchairs, and they've gotten up out of their issues. I've seen one person that took them 11 months, that was in a wheelchair from a car accident. Another person that fell from a building, it took them approximately 2 years for them to get the process of healing themselves and actually starting to walk again. So with healing and natural herbs, fruits and vegetations, things that were created by nature and not man-made, they're very, very powerful. And there's no limit to where we can go with our health and wealth. So the next thing actually to consider is the approach, okay? How aggressive you are with your approach concerning detoxification. Your approach is very important because some people will just use one little blood cleansing formula, a colon formula, and just think that's okay, that's fine, but you want to have a set amount of things within your arsenal to attack every area of the body. That's why when you look at Dr. Sebi formulas, for instance, he has what? Like the BioPharaoh, which is, a cleansing the blood, nourishing the body. You have the Lymphaline, which is attacking the lymphatic system as well as the kidneys, the liver, the stomach, things like that. You have the chelation too, which is attacking the gut and removing all of that, the excess crud that's within our system. You have the other chelation 1, which is helping to clear up all of the acids, which is known as blessed thistle, which clear up the stomach acids that are roaming within the gut that cause mass inflammation. You have the Viento, that also attacks the lymphatic system, addresses the kidneys, and addresses the central nervous system, and actually helps to expectorate mucus up out of the head, okay? You have the Fucus, which is known as the Bladderwrack, which attacks the lymphatic system, attacks the thyroid, all of your whole endocrine system. You have the endocrine formula, which attacks the endocrine system, particularly the pancreas. So you have to have a plethora of things within your arsenal, to have a really aggressive and a really strong and powerful detox process. There's nothing wrong with having a few items. If you had the budget, that's perfectly fine. But if you have it within your power, hey, get more things. Get more things. Equip yourself with at least a good 4 to 5 different formulas attacking various areas of the body. That way you're detoxing the whole. You always want to approach the body in a full body detox, not just attacking one area of body. You always want to approach the body with the full body detox, okay? So that's that. And yeah, I believe that was pretty much all of the points that I wanted to attack. As far as that, we went over your approach, how aggressive you are. You know, we went over time, the length of time, your current health conditions, what your goals are. Those are very important factors in which we are to consider. All right. Oh, excuse me one second. Excuse me one second. And also too, yeah, the level of detoxification as well. The level of detoxification matters greatly because some people tend to juice fast on green juices. Some people just like to eat fruits and have salads. You know, some people just do all raw greens, leafy greens and things like that. So the level of detox process that you're on also determines how fast you will either heal from your issues or get through certain challenges that you may face. Because when you're dealing with the greens, greens are lesser of a cleanse. Greens are mainly to build the body stronger. And you have some greens that actually help to detox heavy metals out of the body. So greens have their purpose in detox, but they're not the ultimate. The ultimate will always be going to your fruits, berries, your melons, your astringent fruits. And beyond that, you'll want to begin juicing your fruits. Beyond that, you'll want to water fast with your herbs. That is the highest level of detoxification, okay? You have an even higher level than that, which is dry fasting, but that's not recommended within this lifestyle. You know, and only people that should dry fast if you're well acclimated to fasting in general and you have knowledge about that, and that's not recommended for everybody in every particular condition. So those are factors that in which you always want to consider when it comes to detox. The higher up the food chain, so to speak, water fasting and just herbs, that will always be the highest level of detoxification. And fasting in general, just so people know, fasting in general is a liquid experience. Some people have that mixed up. Detox is the umbrella company, so to speak. And with detoxification, you can have leafy greens, you can have salads, you know, you can have raw veggies, you can have steamed veggies. That's still a form of detoxification, but it's at a much slower rate of detox, okay? Then when you move on to your smoothies, and then you move on to your eating your fruits, that's another level of detoxification. It's a even higher level, you know, than you just eating the greens and steamed veggies and things like that. So the higher you move up, the higher your level of detox and the faster you will detox the body. But we got to remember that faster is not always better, you know, because some people are so backed up, so inflamed within the body that they can't even eat fruits. That's how acidic their body are. That's how acidic they are. Some people have to scale it back and just deal with leafy greens for a while until they can deal with the fruits and deal with certain herbs because they're that acidic, man. You know, so these are some things that we always have to consider, you know, in the process of detoxification. So I just wanted to make this real short, real brief, you know, just for everybody out there that wasn't aware of this. So real quick, I see we have a couple people on, so if anybody got any questions real quick pertaining to anything that I just said, you know, I give it a moment for anyone to ask a question. Other than that, I'll get ready to end this. You know, just wanted to get this out there for everybody that's not experienced with detox, so they have a little more direction in their approach towards detox. And once again, those steps of detoxification and things that you are to consider are what your goals are, okay, your current health condition, how long you've been dealing with your issues, time, knowing that healing doesn't happen overnight. Oh, the detox symptoms. Forgive me, I forgot about the detox symptoms. When going through detox, you can have headaches, skin outbreaks, you know, all type of things, inflamed gut issues, all types of things when you're going through the detox process. That's something else that you have to consider, that you have to know that that's something that you have to endure, and it's only going to last for a short amount of time. When you go to Dr. Sebi, in his testimony, he said from, I believe from day 7 or day 8 to like day 15, he was real dizzy and lightheaded. That can be issues of detoxification. You know, your energy levels fluctuating up and down. That's of the healing crisis. That's of detox symptoms. That's something that you have to go through as well. But eventually, your energy will level out, and then your energy will skyrocket. Your energy will skyrocket because once the adrenal glands and the kidneys really get boosted up and powered up, that's when you feel like you have the energy for days. That's when you can stay up, you know, late all night getting things done, and then wake up 4 hours later and bounce right back up like it wasn't nothing, and having all the energy in the world because you're electrifying the body, because you're powering the body up with those proper minerals from the herbs and from the fruits and from the veggies and things in which we eat that all come from nature. All right. Stephanie Wall, how you doing? Maria, how you doing? Sarah Jane, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Maria, Florcita, how you doing? Alice, Priscilla, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, thank y'all for joining in. Thank y'all for joining in. Crystal, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, just was going over some things to consider as far as detoxification. I just gave a brief breakdown upon those things. And once again, I go over that one more time because I forgot out that detox symptoms part. So your goals that you're aiming for with detox, the conditions in which you're dealing with, the length of time you've been dealing with those issues, time itself, knowing that healing isn't overnight. You have to consider going through detox symptoms, okay? You have to consider how aggressive your approach is with detox, the proper herb protocol that you're using, and which level up under the chain in which you're using, whether it's leafy greens, whether it's juice fasting greens, whether it's having smoothies, whether it's eating fruits, whether it's just having water and herbs. Those are all the different levels throughout the detox process, okay? But fasting is always a liquid experience, all right? So those are some things that you always want to follow and that you have to know and that you have to consider when going through the process, okay? Stephanie Moore, I'm following you from Caraco. Okay, that's what's up, that's what's up, that's what's up. Thanks for joining in, thanks for joining in. Yeah, please, if y'all can, trying to, just grow, empower people, in the process of this healing journey, following the Dr. Sebi methods, the Dr. Sebi protocols, using the approved herbs, using the approved fruits, all from the nutritional guide list, and just trying to empower our people out here, inform them, because, hey, we taking over, good health and good bodies is taking over, man. You got people from all walks of life, all different size, shapes, and ages, man, waking up to this thing, man, and especially with the untimely death of Nipsey Hussle, that brought great light, to the truth about, healing, the natural processes and things like that, so this thing is building, So if everybody can, just like the video, share the video, I highly appreciate it, and with that, I'll see y'all later. Everybody have a good day and have a good rest of y'all weekend. Thanks again for joining in.